Okay, with me now I have Claire Williams. She is one of 4 Grinnell College swimming and diving people associated with the program who will be participating in the Olympic trials this year. Before we get into that though, Claire, tell me a little bit about yourself, your hometown, where you went to high school, and your family.
Okay, I'm from Urbana, Illinois, which is central eastern Illinois, and I went to the public high school there, Urbana High School. I swam for them all 4 years, and that was really a really good experience because it was a strong team environment as opposed to club swimming, which is much more individualized. I have a younger brother. He's going to school right now at the University of Redlands in Southern California. And so he just finished his first year, which is pretty exciting. Both my parents swam in high school. I have some aunts and uncles who swim collegiately. We're collegiate swimmers.
So obviously it kind of runs in the family.
Yeah.
What brought you to Grinnell College?
I actually have a friend who's a year ahead of me in school, and I cross-beat with her, stayed with her for a night. But honestly, it was meeting Erin and meeting a lot of the other students. People talk about the feel on a campus all the time, but that's really how you make that decision. And so it was really amazing to get to meet Erin and especially hear about her trip to Australia to learn how to coach disability swimmers before she even had Claire Forrest and I. So.
Okay, and then obviously you led right into my next question about how big of a draw the swimming program is. Obviously the academics are always big, but it sounds like swimming was a very, very large part of being able to be part of this.
Yeah, well, I made the calculation. I decided that I wanted to swim D3 and realized that the season was going to be 5 months long. So the coach and how I felt about the coach and how I got along with the coach was going to be a pretty significant factor in my decision.
What's been a career highlight or two for you since you've been here at Grinnell?
My Turner Butterfly actually at conference this year was really good. You're talking about swimming.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was really good. It was a lifetime best coming off of being abroad. So that was really, and it was a good swim. So I was pretty pleased with that. Swimming the mile this year, Grinnell Invite, was pretty exciting. And I think the first time I swam the Turner Butterfly, which was not a great time, but I was so proud of myself for finishing it. So.
Okay. Now, you, if I'm not mistaken, are an American record holder?
Yes.
In which event or events?
I am an American record holder in the S9 division, which is my sort of classification for disability in the 500 freestyle and the 1,000 freestyle in short course.
Wow. Now that leads into another question. Explain, a lot of people might not know what the different classifications are and how that works. Can you explain that?
I will do my best.
Okay.
I did some disability swimming when I was 13-ish. I had another coach out of Chicago who was helping me with that, but since then I haven't really been active, so this is kind of a jump back in it to me. But basically they have categories of, I think it's S1 up through S13, and like 11, 12, and 13 are deaf and blind in various combinations, and then S1 through S10 are, I guess, more like physical disabilities, so like limbs or multiple sclerosis or cerebral palsy. So I'm an S9, and so there are a lot of above-the-knee amputees, which is what I am, who are qualified as S9, and you go to a big meet and they do a classification and they sort of group people that way.
Okay. Your trials are up in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Yeah.
And which events will you be doing up there?
So right now I'm registered to swim the 400 yard freestyle, 100 backstroke, 100 butterfly, 200 IM, and the 200 butterfly.
Wow.
But I'll probably drop one of them.
Okay. And you'll still be very busy.
Yeah.
You'll still be very busy. Talk about the thrill of going to the trials. This is your first trip, correct?
Actually, this will be my second.
Your second, excuse me.
I swam trials when I was 13, but I was swimming with the club team. So this was before I got to high school.
Okay.
So I didn't taper.
Okay.
And this was another coach who was sort of helping me through this because I'd never done meets sort of independently of a big team before. So I got there and she's like, oh, Paralympic trials, and that was a pretty big shock for me. So it's pretty exciting going back, especially knowing what it is, having Erin coach, and so I'll be tapered and ready, and I sort of know what it's like to swim prelims and finals kind of meets now, and also going in with the American records is kind of exciting to sort of see where I stack up with other S9 swimmers. So.
Well, that'll be interesting because you sort of will be the one people are going after then. That certainly will bring out some nerves, I'm guessing, but it's also pretty exciting to be in that position.
Yeah, it is pretty exciting. Well, and also those records are in the short course. So this meet will be in the 50 meters, which is why they switched the pool around for us. So we'll see how it will be a different race in the meter pool.
This has to be strange. Ordinarily, season's over, you're probably not working this hard.
Yeah.
After a long swim season, you're continuing your training. How has that been going? That has to be busy.
Yeah, it's busy, but I mean, I've had a lot of practice freshman and sophomore year with balancing schoolwork and swimming. So it's not a big shock in terms of swimming and academics competing. It is. I'm so incredibly lucky that Claire Forrest and Michael Bruce are also doing this, because it would be almost impossible to come swim by myself for 2 hours every day. So it's been great to have them around.
What's your goal for the trials? What would you like to be able to do?
So I swam the 400 freestyle the first time as a trials in 6 minutes. So I would like to go faster than that in the 400 freestyle. That's the sort of main goal that I have, but I also want to make it back for finals in my events.
Okay, and if you qualified, is that in London? Is that correct?
Yep, I would go to London.
And when would that be?
It's right after the Olympics, so it's like it's like August 30th to September 8th, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, and that's obviously, you've got that in the back of your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah. Last but not least, and you certainly did touch on this earlier, but how much does it add to the experience knowing that there are 4 people associated with our swimming and diving program that are competing in the Olympic trials in one form or another, whether it be Deidre out in Seattle or Michael or you or Claire? How exciting is that to be a part of that, and what do you think it means for our swimming and diving program?
For me personally, it's fantastic to see have so many teammates go on and do these really big events. In terms of our program, I mean, I think we're already a strong program, and I think the people who are on campus know that the swim team works really hard and is a good place to be, and certainly people who talk to Erin or their swimmers, prospective students who talk to Erin or their swimmers would know that this is a pretty strong program. I don't really know what having 4 of us go do trials will do, but it certainly can't do anything bad.
That's a very good answer. So anyway, I'm talking with Claire Williams. We wish her the best of luck, and we hope maybe you can end up in London.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.